everyone. I've just got to make this. Hopefully, it's going to be a short video because I'm right now uploading one which I'd made earlier today, and so check my channel. I'll upload this one after this one's done, so it'll be the second. It'll be the second to last video that I've made, my most recent. But this is just absolutely excellent news. I mean, I'll probably be seen as some sort of non-violent terrorist in Britain because I'm supporting Russia here. But it isn't about whether it's Russia or about whether it's this politician or that politician. It's about human beings. It's about human rights. It's about what's good, what's decent, what's balanced, what's honest, what's fair, what takes everything into account. What is the difference between a criminal and a politician? Because it seems to me, well, and also a financier, because it seems to me that in this world today, being a politician or working in finance means that you also have rights to commit mass crimes on a scale previously unimaginable, to the extent that billions of people are literally robbed. Our planet is literally being raped. It's being raped of its life. Again, I'll share it. Please sign it. We need 1 million signatures. I mean, for goodness sake, what more can you do, people out there, to save the rainforest? For the people that live there, for the creatures that live there. If that wasn't enough, okay, to get you to sign a petition, then what about the health of our planet that is at risk right now from this corporate and political madness? These criminals that are passing themselves off as businessmen and financiers and politicians and prime ministers and presidents. At the end of the day, they're a set of criminals. We're in the 21st century now. The light is shining. We have knowledge. We do not need to live by this antiquated crap any longer. And Russia understood, got rid of its Stalinist Russia. But that doesn't mean that they totally abandoned the understanding that without socialism to balance it, capitalism is a crime run by a syndicate of criminals. So, this is really important. So I'll leave the link. Please sign it, share it, make it go viral. We need 1 million signatures. This petition is only going to be here till February. Okay? Now, if you care about this planet, if you care about the rainforest, then please sign this petition. It's going to the United Nations. We want a debate about this and how we're going to save Brazil's rainforest from this Bolsonaro that just wants basically to open it up to the corporate loggers and whoever else wants to exploit whatever minerals and resources are there. So it's a very, very important issue, and we have to do something about it. So, that might mean paying Brazil something in such a way that that money that is being paid to Brazil in order for them to protect the rainforest is going directly to the most needy people of Brazil, who Bolsonaro is obviously going to totally ignore, because that would be socialist. But, we all need to support each other, and presidents like Bolsonaro, what are you going to do with them? You're going to have to educate him, aren't you? That's what the World UN is supposed to do. Help the people, okay? I mean, all right, Trump is it even possible to educate him? I don't know. Bolsonaro, I don't know. At least he's not 70 odd years old, so maybe there's a bit of hope there. But anyway, this is the main thing that I want to cover here, because in my previous video, one of them was talking about America's involvement in Syria and Libya, and it's like I compared it to what's going on in South America and the way that America is directly involved in what's happening in Venezuela with its covert ops, okay, its covert psyops through the CIA that wants to undermine the socio-capitalist society that Venezuela has established, that is now established in Russia, that's established, it was established in Britain, but it's gone, and other countries are aspiring to establish this socio-capitalist society where you've got a balance. So I've explained it a bit in this video that I've just uploaded, that I'm just uploading now, which refers to Chris Hedges' amazing, brilliant article in Truth Dig, which is an excellent online magazine, and yeah, you know, the links to that are under there, so do read it. But getting back to Putin, as I was saying, you know, I'd made this comment that, you know, how would America feel if Putin starts getting involved with protecting Venezuela from these far-right extremist corporate capitalist forces that basically want to take the country back to the standards, really, of Victorian Britain, that ironically British government is doing to the British people right now, you know, to the point where, yeah, no, you can all get back to your shanty towns and screw your human rights and screw your minimum wage and your social housing. You know, you can go and build your housing out of bits of corrugated iron, can't you? You know, that is their attitude, and that is what they're fighting for. And America is a big part of supporting the unrest, and they put sanctions on Venezuela that again is supporting this whole far right. Oh, see, look, socialism's failed. And I absolutely love this. Thank you, Precursor, because this is the second video I've seen made by this person, and you know, again, absolutely fantastic. I mean, the Brexit video, absolutely spot on. This, absolutely spot on. The Zionist-controlled far-right extremist media is out there telling us, oh, see, socialism's failed. Look, there's no food on the shelves. There's no food on the shelves because of the sanctions, because of the crap that's going on, organised by very rich, powerful people, and including America, and all the money that the Zionists can throw at it, because they don't want to see a successful capitalist, socio-capitalist country set up in anywhere in South America. Now, I made the point, like I say, how would America feel? Because, you know, Putin has been criticised for his role in Syria, but that is on his doorstep. What's happening in Syria is on his doorstep. Iran has a right to be involved. It is on their doorstep, okay? And even China, to some degree, because it's all on their doorstep. What's going on in the Middle East is on their doorstep. Now, when it came to, say, World War II, World War One, what was going on in France, it was on Britain's doorstep with Germany. So it's like, yeah, we're going to get involved. We're going to start protecting the French as well as ourselves. And that is what is going on with Russia in Syria. They are also protecting themselves from these crazy, extremist, religious people who live by an antiquated interpretation of Islam, okay? Nowhere does it belong anywhere, not never mind the 21st century. It doesn't belong in the 20th century. And very few Muslims in this world were living by that level of extremist interpretation, which is really no different from the heresy of white Christianity, which, you know, well, you've only got to look at the Spanish Inquisition, haven't you, to see the madnesses that religion can take people with insane interpretations that actually serve psychopathic and sadistic people. But now it looks like Russia is ready to defend Venezuela. So that is fantastic. That is fantastic news, because yes, they are defending. Then Putin would be defending, yeah, socio-capitalist society. You see. Now, if Britain was a true socio-capitalist society and not being taken over by stealth by corporate crap, and you know, you really do need Britain to read, to check the video about Brexit that Precursor has made, because that tells you exactly like it is, as indeed myself and many other people have been making videos explaining exactly the same, that no, we're not going to get our sovereignty. We're going to be ruled by corporate capitalists who are controlled by Zionists. You know, I mean, only very dim people can't get it, you know, but I'm not blaming people for being dim. So, you know, trying to educate and inform people, not to point fingers and say, ah, see, you were wrong, you were wrong. That is the criminals' crap. Decent people, they inform people to enlighten them, so then the people say, oh yeah, so I was wrong before. Yeah, because this is how it is. Oh right, I see. Right, thank you. Yeah, that's okay. So I shouldn't have voted leave then. I was totally misguided. Yeah. But you see, the evil far-right extremist way is, oh, you bad person, you voted the wrong way. See, you're stupid and I'm right. You see, that's their mentality. And they judge everybody by their own mentality. They think everybody thinks like them. They can't understand people who are actually balanced and reasonable and compassionate and understanding and actually just want to help without, oh, where's me money? What am I getting out of it? You see what I mean? We might as well be dealing with aliens with these people. But I know for a fact that the average people on the ground who are misled and misguided by the ringleaders of all this right-wing fascist, actually, crap that's going on in the world today, the vast majority of the people on the ground, once they understand exactly what a dangerous, deadly path they are treading, even though it looks very inviting, they'll have no problem turning around. They'll have no problem just accepting, I was wrong, I'm sorry, be forgiven, yeah, come on, let's move on. We don't want to waste time hitting each other over the head because we were confused in a world full of confusion, run by mad people. Okay, no, we're not going to let the system kill our brother or our sister. But so this is fantastic news. And what, oh wow, can you imagine what America would say if that happened? You know, the Trumpists of this world, the Trumpists of the political world in America, the Trumpist financiers, the Zionist financiers. Oh, this is going to be terrible, isn't it? Putin's contemplating defending Venezuela from the corporate capitalists. Oh, but he's got no right. What's going on in America? What's that got to do with him? How can he go there? Blah, 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 blah. You can just hear them already, can't you? You can hear them already. And yet, they are doing exactly the same thing already in the Middle East. Why? What is it to America? What is it to America? Why does America so much want ISIS? Apparently, its worst enemy. Why does America want ISIS controlling Syria? Why? What is it to America? Yeah, yeah. Israeli Secret Intelligence Service, says Ken O'Keefe. And I think he's right. Because I don't know, because they're certainly not serving Islam's interest, are they? You know, bombing Syrian Muslim people with chemical weapons, and then the Zionist Western media, oh, Assad's bombing his people with chemical weapons when he isn't at all, and we know for a fact that he isn't, and we know for a fact that right now in Iraq, apparently liberated Iraq, and this is a fact, I'll find the link for you and leave it under this video, that in Iraq right now, ISIS religious extremists are making chemical weapons that are being used in Syria. And Libya, probably. Nobody knows what's happening in Libya because we don't hear anything about it, since apparently they liberated that country as well. Though, you know, from what I have heard about it, it sounds like hell. People are being sold as slaves. Apparently you can buy a slave for $400 in Libya right now. Absolutely despicable and disgusting. And I'm sorry, there needs to be, we need another, like, Nuremberg trials in this world. We really do, because it is like some madness has taken hold of humanity from the very top. It's very top, running ahead, telling us, yeah, controlling our news, gagging people on the ground. No, you can't talk about this. You know, putting people in prison for having a plant, but at the same time they can steal billions off people. You know, as I explained in this video that I'm uploading now, like, make billions off the proceeds of drugs money. Okay, and oh, that's all right, naughty bank making billions out of money laundering. We're going to find you £100 million. You know, basically, oh, you've stolen a whole trolley full of shopping from this supermarket. So, let me see. All right then, we'll fine you for the price of a bag of sugar and a can of beans. Yeah, that is what is going on, and it is madness. And anybody who can ignore it now, I'm sorry, you need help. You need help, that's all I can say. But our planet needs help, because our planet is at risk. While everybody's distracted in this madness, the way is to pull our way out of it, and that is by standing by the socio-capitalists, the people who understand that, yes, we need businesses, we need private enterprise, but we also need social care as well. We need universal health care, universal education, social housing. Yeah. Oh, if you want to have your private house, that's all okay. But not everybody can afford a private house. Not everybody can afford their private education or their private health care. But really, when it comes to healthcare, I don't think there should be a private healthcare service. I think that healthcare should be top notch for everybody, regardless of who they are. Just because somebody's rich should not mean that they get a superior form of healthcare while everybody else gets inferior forms of healthcare. I think we need to lose this class division consciousness, and we need to start raising healthier, better educated populations throughout planet Earth. And you know, I envisage a day, and oh my gosh, this is such a dream. I mean, it's a dream that America would do it as well, obviously, because for the good people of America, who I love, and I hear them speaking out all the time, you know, and especially the Afro-Americans, but Venezuela, Mexico, all these countries. I mean, you know, it is possible. Bolsonaro, all right, he's a far-right extremist, whatever now. Who knows? Tomorrow he could see the light and suddenly do a swift U-turn. Okay? Nothing is a totally done deal. But wouldn't it be fantastic if South America did really get it together, every nation, and became a United States of South America, a USSA, oh my gosh, and that they did successfully run a socio-capitalist society, investing in the small individual businesses, okay, telling the global corporations, go away, set up their own banking system, provide to each other, remove prohibition. Oh, suddenly they'd have to be building a wall to keep Americans out, wouldn't they? America there behind its wall, all hemmed in, totally under the corporate Zionist corporate thumb, would be looking very enviously. And actually, they wouldn't need the wall because nobody from South America would even want to step foot in the cesspit that America has become, with its legal system that is totally upside down and actually downright criminal and evil when you look at what the police are doing. You know, and I don't totally blame the police in a lot of ways, because in a brutal society you get a brutalised police force. And actually there's some damn good police officers in every nation, and I have witnessed them as well in America. But I am really, really sick to death of witnessing, you know, on the spot executions by police who decide to be, you know, judge, jury and executioner, and often for people that are completely innocent of any crime. I mean, people that have saved people's lives, a man who saved people's lives, a security guard, gets shot by police because he saved people's lives. He's actually had the courage to wrestle with an armed man who shot people and get him to the ground and hold him at gunpoint till the police got there, and then they shoot him. I mean, I'll leave the link to that as well under this video, because, you know, America, you do need to wake up big style, because you are, I just don't know where your head's at. I think that you're so lost in Hollywood fictions that you've really, really forgotten that actually your feet are walking on Earth. This is a planet that we are living on. People have rights. Life has needs. We are not here as little sponges to be squeezed out dry. So this would be absolutely fantastic news if Russia steps in to defend Venezuela, because certainly they need help, and it doesn't look like any other country in this world is going to do it. So, you know, I've said good on you, Putin, if you do that, and I know that probably makes me enemy number one or whatever as far as present British politicians go on side of the so-called right, as I called wrong. But that would be fantastic news, and really thanks a lot, Precursor, for your videos. I've only seen a couple at the moment, but you're absolutely spot on, and I will continue to share. So thank you everybody for taking time to listen. Love and God bless to everybody.